Jeffrey wasn't a total loser. He had some friends in school. He had a little bit of fun. And that is the problem. He wasn't enough of a loser to see the benefit of self-improvement, so he never got onto it. But Adonis, when he was younger, he was a loser. That's what makes Adonis so great right now, but that's why he's fueled for the hard work of self-improvements, because he's experienced life in both places. I'm so grateful that I'm a loser. And I think that you should be too. You and I were below average. We were literally below average. And that's what gave us a burning desire to improve. We needed to improve. You experienced life with little to no attraction, real attraction from girls. You experienced life as not being that popular guy, but not ever admitting this, but being envious of that guy who got some, like the girlfriend in high school who had way more friends than you. You've had low self-esteem, you've been a recluse on the internet, you've felt like a loser, even though you've never wanted to admit it. But that guy I just mentioned, he's actually not doing so well now, because he hasn't experienced life as a loser. There's like a superpower that comes from this. When you've experienced life as a loser, self-improvement is so much more worthwhile. It's only worthwhile if you've experienced both sides to life. If you've experienced the below average life, then you have a reason to get onto self-improvements. The guys that you felt envious of didn't need to get onto self-improvement because they were good enough. They weren't amazing, like they weren't perfect, but it was good enough to not really care about any of this. So imagine the guy in high school who almost naturally, without even exercising or training, had six-pack abs. And you were a little bit jealous of him because we're skinny. We started skinny fat. Well, because someone was genetically blessed like that, he didn't have such a reason to get into the gym. But when you start skinny fat, you have the reason to get consistent into weightlifting. A while ago, I made a video which you haven't even watched because it's an old one. It's got almost no views. It's like a little blue icon and it's titled "Why Bad Genetics is Good for You." And I thought it was such a good point that I wanted to make a new video for it because I realized that self-improvement is for losers. Self-improvement is for total losers. And with your fragile ego, you're probably thinking I'm being a little bit insulting, but you can now start to see, yeah, it actually makes sense. Of course, losers would be the best at self-improvements because you've experienced what life is like as a loser and you don't want to go back to that. And so you work hard, you start improving yourself. It takes a while, but you eventually surpass the original people who started off at a better state than you, the people with better genetics than you. You surpass them, and then it takes a little more while, and then those people start asking you for advice. Look back with gratitude. We're so used to looking back and cringing at our younger selves and actually feeling so sad for what our younger self experienced. But if our younger self did not experience that, we would not be here today. You would not be here today watching a self-improvement video. You'd be just an average guy playing FIFA and having average, slightly above average results. Because you've been down here, you're now striving for way above average results. Self-improvement is for losers, and I am a total loser. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it.